Hey, I've got some responses back. How exciting! Some comments from my previous video about my injection hairpiece that I bought, thinking, no knots, no V-loops. This eliminates the problem of having to deal with bleaching the knots and getting it all perfect, right? Logically, that would have been what you would expect. I mean, just injection seems so logical. Understood, you can't brush it properly because it's forced in one direction. But did you really think it was going to be as bad as that? Now here are the comments after I spent $200 and just poured it down the drain in my ongoing attempt to try to find something that's realistic and ready out of the package. Obviously, there's sort of prerequisite knowledge to watching my videos at this point. One is, it's about 7 months away at the moment for a custom hairpiece. So choosing my own hair color, right? Trying to take a sample of this and sending it to a company. By the way, if you haven't watched any of my other videos, I've sent samples of my hair at great expense and time and effort in cutting chunks out of my hair to send it to companies. I've done it many times and it's never been put in a file with the company. They don't color match it in any way close to accurate. So what's the fucking point, all right? Look, I've got to read the comments. It's just, it's sickening, really, some of these comments. Here we go. I've never really looked at YouTube on an iPad before. Look. That's my most recent video up there. I'm gonna read these comments. A moment ago. That's me. I just received delivery of this. I'm smiling because one of the comments says I moan all the time. That's been smunched up in transit. It was done. Look, that's totally going to be on the record, not to disgrace New Times hair, right? But to help other people forever when they're considering an injection hairpiece. Whenever I go into a forum, I write things and spell it out for people to try to make sure that they know what not to do. Okay, so I'm giving them a very clear warning. This is what happens if you use this product or whatever else, right? There's really nothing in it for me. It cost me $200, but I went and made the video. When I first started out, there were no videos online. There were always, and it's just as simple as putting the glue on and slapping the thing on your fucking head. Ta-da! Buy now, right? That's all it was. So I started making how not to videos, basically, which I think are enormous benefit to everybody. Don't you think? To show how not to do something, or a warning about products that are shit. So if I'm finding that 99% of products are shit, then you can trust that when I say something's good, it's pretty fucking amazing, right? Whereas other people are like, this is amazing, this is amazing, this is amazing. How can you trust them? I'm not doing this for that reason, but it stands to reason that if I'm fussy enough to find everything faulty, I think this comes with high intelligence. So since yesterday, I got 211 views, 17 likes, 0 dislikes. Ooh, nobody fucking hates me. Well, I do, because listen to the comments. No, it's not hatred. It's just people don't seem to understand the value of negativity, of nitpicking, which is the whole reason this channel was built in the first place. For the benefit of people. What, do you want to sit here and fucking tug yourself off to some positivity and I spread rainbows out of my asshole? The fucker. Alright, tell me something. Does that look obvious to how to get to comments? Oh, there you go. Just keep scrolling down. It's different on every fucking app and website. Alright, 6 hours ago. Kev Issy. What you have to remember, the injected system is meant for a fringe-only hairstyle. well, every hair piece is capable of that. So the system you bought is flat injected. Look, the grammar is ridiculous. Put a full stop. If you want me to stop and breathe and think, all right, there's a new sentence now, put a full stop or a comma or something. Look at this. The system you bought is, at least you wrote bought correctly instead of brought, is flat injected. Their THEIR is also lift injected. Hope this helps. Smiley face. Well, thanks for the kind feelings and sentiments. I'm grateful for you being nice about it, but shit. Okay, I didn't know that flat was one thing and then lift injected is another. Flat injected. All right, fine. I'm without knowledge in this department. But well then lift injected seems like the one I should have bought, right? How would that even stay in? Do you need a depth of like a centimeter of fucking poly to stab that shit downwards? How can I trust it even works? What you have to remember, like this, if you start a sentence like that, I'm already alright. Fucking come on, bitch, right? What you have to remember, like, is the injected system is meant for fringe only hairstyle. As in to say, oh yeah, we sold you scissors that only have one blade instead of two. So everything scissors can do, this can do 1% of that. Also, instead of having finger holes that don't lock onto your thumbs and get caught, we could have made them where you can slide your fingers in and out easily, right? But instead what we've done is we've made them slip around and fall out of your fingers, and it's just really, and they rust way worse than any other scissors. Like, so these ones that were $2 versus these ones that were like $16 or something. Can't remember, it could have been more expensive than that. This one solves every problem that I need in that department, but this one, like, okay, what's a good example of something that does one thing that the other product does everything? And yet you're saying, you've got to remember that this was only made to do this one thing. It's like, but it doesn't do it better than the other one that does everything. So what does it exist? This video is brought to you by Lynx Smell Ready. Can you believe that's a scent? I just like the fluffy clouds. I've got these other ones as well. I was basically going for different flavors for different moods for my aromatherapy on a daily basis. No, just look. Alright, why are you defending the fucking piece of shit hairpiece I just showed you? Don't defend it. It was shit, right? Alright, Jonathan Smith. Ooh, Jonathan Smith. I feel sorry for you. That is one of the worst I've ever seen. Correct. A lot of thumbs ups going on here. You guys are all supporting each other. It's good to see. So the first comment got 3 thumbs up. This one got 4 thumbs up. Alright. Next one. No name. New Times units are proper shit. I would have thought it meant proper shite. I have had, like, full stop after shite, right? Or shit. I have had so much trouble with them. See, at least he gave him a second go. You got to remember that blonde hair piece that I was doing all those experiments on with the list shed. That was from New Time as well. That was perfectly fine. All right. So the problem is it deducts points for them to even think about selling shit. It's like, yeah, we sell some good things. We sell some absolute shit that can't even be used. But we make money from lots of different things. So what's wrong with that? Like, well, fucking close your company down because we're going to bomb you. Kill everybody in the building. That's why. As revenge for you selling shit to us and stealing our money. Alright, look. Gus. Since it's a injection, Gus, come on. we've typed before, haven't we? Since it's an injection system, I think it doesn't matter. I don't care. Like, I think you can pluck the hairline. I want to fucking sit there and pluck a fucking hairpiece that I spent $200 on. It's hard enough to. It's bad enough I have to dye it. I'm not going to be plucking as well. Look, I bring you the shit and put it on camera so you can look at it. I don't want to be fucking rebuilding something I spent $200 on. Like, oh, you bought a car. Does it work? No, of course not. You have to go and buy nuts and bolts and fucking buy grease and shit and put the engine together. Of course you do. It only works for sitting there and it's got a nice chair. It doesn't actually drive. Come on. It wasn't built for that. It's a fucking car. What are you talking about? Okay. I'll be quiet. It's nearly 3 o'clock in the morning. Right. You can pluck the hairline. This will give it a more realistic look. Well, a more realistic look. That's 100% of what we're going for here. So, I'm not going to be plucking fucking hair systems. I think the color is a little darker as well. Darker than my natural hair, I suppose you mean. Yeah, I have no choice. I've told you. I can't keep telling you all this. There are 3 colors in my range that go from number 3, dark brown, number 4, medium dark brown, and number 5, medium brown. Medium brown is too light. It's probably similar. This is probably medium brown what I'm wearing now, right? Medium dark brown is swinging too far in the other direction, too dark. And 4 ash is just way off, right? So there's nothing else. Unless I do a custom order 7-month wait. Are you fucking kidding? I'm not gonna do that again. You saw the shit I had to wait through. 7 months. And that's not just like 7 months of like, okay, I'll just set my clock for 2022, right? And just wait. That sounds like a long way off for those people watching present day because it's only August 2021. So imagine 7 months. And it's not like you know it's gonna be in 7 months. It could be in 8 months. It could be in 6 months. So you're gonna sit there and fucking not buy other things because you're relying on this company to one day potentially maybe get through to you. It's you can't wait that long. It's fucking ridiculous. Like even if it's like, do you think as soon as somebody finds out I'm pregnant, okay, let's go to the nursery now and go and buy a crib? Like fuck no. It's a different world of waiting. Nobody waits that fucking long unless they're going into space and they got to start preparing. What? Yeah, alright. Patty cake. Why don't you keep the blonde and put some natural frosting in your bio hair? It looks natural plus the greys are not noticeable. I don't think blonde particularly suits me. Right? I understand that it overcomes the grey problem. I've seen blonde people do that, but I'll have to dye my hair blonde for the rest of my life now instead of dyeing it whatever other colour I prefer. And I think darker, medium dark brown is the colour I prefer, alright? I don't understand why you're leaning on towards blonde instead of red, since I'm naturally a redhead, or whatever. Not offended or anything. Alright. It looks natural, plus the greys are not noticeable. Toby Montag, is it, how do you spell it? Montaigne? Tony Montaigne, is that right? Injection systems do look good only on females. Yeah, look. Why would you prefer it though, in any context? Why wouldn't you just go with normal knots or V-loops, given that the injection system has no benefits? You can pat this down flat as well. The injections, so I don't understand the mentality of saying, oh yeah, it's okay that that exists because it does this one specific thing. It's nuts. I don't understand. Why would you do that? It's like you have a washing machine. Yeah, it washes, but doesn't add soap. Like what? Doesn't do the spin cycle. It just does that with the clothes. And then you've got to take it and put it in a different machine that adds the soap. But it's really only made for doing that with the clothes, with water. So yeah. If you want to, you can modify it and add soap by yourself and start stirring it around and plucking out all the bits of dirt. And then for rinsing, you can just whiz them around above your head. Are you being fucking serious? Are you fucking joking? Who the fuck? Alright, look. injection systems do look good only on females. No, they can't look better. They can't. This already goes flat. Admittedly, it sticks up a fair bit, right? Alright, maybe I need to watch another video on injection hairpieces. And I don't know the difference between flat and inject and flat and lift injection systems. So maybe it was just the worst injection system in the world. But that's my first ever time looking at one. And it was, admittedly, can't you see, the worst hair system that's ever been made? I've never seen worse. I've been doing this for 10 years. It's hundreds of hair systems I've been dealing with. All right, it's the worst I've ever seen. Okay, a man can get out with it only with a fringe hairstyle. What do you mean with a fringe hairstyle? Like I'm stuck with one hairstyle because this hair system can't accommodate. I understand. Look, there's no benefit. There's no benefit at all. I can have a fringe with this. What do you mean by fringe? Is there some international weird thing about fringes and bangs and like a fringe? This here is a fringe. It's called the fringe. It's the bit that sticks out over the forehead. It's called a fringe. It's not a fringe hairstyle. What are you talking about? Like, do you guys have different words? Like the word fanny in America, they're not aware that it means pussy. You know, I'm wearing my fanny pack. All right, look at this. A man can get out with it only with a fringe hairstyle. I used to have that style, but it's hard to manage. If you sweat, it looks bad. If there is wind, you need a hat. Oh, is that all? Alright. By the way, it's not the company fault. Injection systems are meant to be like that. Oh, are they then? Okay, well, it's not their fault. Alright, let's just go to the alchemist and start buying some branches and twigs. It's not their fault that it doesn't work. And you have to be standing in Stonehenge on the full moon on the 6th equinox or some shit. They're still selling it though. It's not their fault though. They're still selling things that have been discovered to be completely obsolete. And by the way, this is some face cream that's filled with lead. Really gets into the pores. Not the company's fault though. Fucking kidding me? The hairline system looks fake because the base is thicker and the density is very high and on that kind of systems. Alright. I can't keep coming up with an analogy for every instance of somebody saying it's meant to be like that. Why do you defend its existence? It shouldn't exist. It's fucking stupid. You saw how shit it is. It's like if you were making a hair system for the first time and you didn't know any other way. Fine. Let that be part of the flappy wing version of a plane that somebody's just pulling ropes. Not anymore. Flick a switch, put petrol in it or whatever, and use technology. Like, Gus, I agree with you. This hair system is not the best. Thanks for your effort. You're welcome. Way too thick in the glue. Hard truth. What the fuck are you talking about? That's the thinnest glue you've ever seen. It was 50% alcohol in that glue. It didn't even fucking dry. Too thick. It couldn't have been any thinner. That is as thin as possible. I've never seen thinner glue. I've never seen anyone's video. I've never seen anyone ever use a thinner layer of glue than what I use. So what the fuck are you talking about? And then it didn't work. So I had to put on thicker glue. Did you skip through the video and not watch it and then you're judging me? What the fuck is this shit? I had a fringe when I was 7. Could have cut. Yes, you did. Alright. BWU Star. Brewster. Maybe it's Brewster, but he's got a lisp of some sort. I don't know what they told you, but you can't use injection in 0.03. 30 micron, for those of you who don't like the big words. I think it wasn't 0.03 as well. I think they were just bullshitting me as well. Yeah. It didn't seem thin enough. But the base was the least of the problems. It bloody felt like it was going to last a long time. The durability would have been good. But I'll tell you what, with that thick base, it wouldn't stretch or curve or anything, so it would have just recoiled if you just even the slightest amount of miscalculation on your stencil size. Lens exposure. Yikes, this is definitely the worst piece I've ever seen on your channel. Thank you. I think companies giving viewer discount codes and compensating you for your time and efforts is great. However, maybe not this company. Potentially, but you saw the blonde hair piece was fine. So, and it's the same company. I just hope that companies watch these kind of videos and think, oh, we're fucking morons. Let's stop selling that shit now. All right, Brad Moran. Why do you keep ordering units that aren't even close to your own hair color? Because I don't want to wait 7 months. I've been through this with you. Color number 4 is the closest that I can buy to my hair color. This is almost a what not to do video. No, it is a what not to do video. The almost one. Good detective work though. Ryan, teacher. Lol, that's the worst. It's like they sell it solely as a troll. Don't know how to use modern you kids expressions with troll work, wording and stuff, but yeah, that's right. Kudakite, you should ask your money back. Yeah, I should, shouldn't I? But it's so awkward and I'm asking for my money back from guys who didn't order my alcohol a couple of days ago, and it's causing me such stress trying to chase it. Sometimes, I don't know. See, the thing is, this company wanted to do a deal with me. They were just about to sign this deal thing, right, to give me percentage money. So when you're talking about thank you for doing this, it's like, you have no idea. I just threw away like $1,000 a month. I'm trying to give you the honesty. You understand? Okay. Man, that was excruciating to watch. This is R. Ignatz. That was excruciating to watch. That piece is awful. The worst you've ever put on. The one you took off for it was okay. The color and length were off compared to your bio hair. That is correct. But 1,000,000 times better than what you replaced it with. Yes. You could have got at least another month or 2 out of it had you washed it. The one that I pulled out of the bin. A month or 2. Fuck. I don't really think. I've already taken to this with thinning scissors and all sorts of shit now at this point. It's the wrong color as well. And then he said, you could have got at least another month or 2 out of it had you washed it, by which time your bio hair would be longer and you could dye the piece a shade darker. I don't know how you people are holding onto these pieces for so long. A month is enough for me. Scraggly edges and fucking discoloration and glue seeping through the porous plastic through to the front hairs. Just too much effort. By which time your bio hair would be longer and you could dye the piece a shade darker and save some money in the process. Yeah, I know. But saving money is not, it doesn't have to be an extreme level of saving money. I'm putting out money anyway. Obviously I don't want to spend the maximum amount of money. Although I do have the added benefit, of course, of being able to get 2 hair pieces out of every hair piece. So that's another reason not to go bigger. Imagine if they sent me a piece that was fucked and then the whole thing had to be thrown out. You guys, don't do what I do. Don't just let these companies fucking rip you off. Chase them for the refund. I strongly recommend it for you. Don't let them rip you off. Like I was ripped off on this thing, right? It shouldn't have been manufactured in the first place. The concept alone is shit. It seems like it would be great. No knots, no V-loops. So the roots should be invisible, but they weren't. They were very, very fucking visible. It's disgusting. It's bollocks that a poly piece only lasts a month. I wear poly for the convenience because I can't be bothered to do maintenance on a lace piece every few days, but a lace front is without a doubt the most natural looking. Take a look at videos by MG Ford. He is a professional, but he shows how incredible lace is. Yeah. It's fucking easy in winter. And then it's the moment some sunshine comes down. I used to live at the beach and it was fucking shining right through the lace, and their hairs would all stick together because the glue was coming through the lace. It's shining through the... I spent years trying to figure out the solution of how to conceal and stop the glue coming through and shining through the lace, and then after every shower it puffs up because it's all hot water and bloated, and you're picking away at it, and then the whole thing has to be redone basically every single fucking time you have a shower. And it gets this big dirty line. So why make... Lace is not... It's not worth it. It's not worth the trouble. I don't understand. I understand he's a professional. You just mentioned this person, MG Ford, is a professional. Well, yeah, he's a hairdresser. He's probably going to go in with proper lighting and mirrors and proper shit as part of his everyday job anyway, right? I don't want to be doing this shit, right? I'd rather have a flat air and not be making these videos. So, the least amount of time, the better, okay? So I'm still on the lookout after 10 years to find a solution that's not shit. But everything so far has been shit, do you understand? It's some things are close in terms of like 0.03mm poly is close. For those of you who wear a full topper, I'd say just do either poly front hairline and the prominence as lace, or just, if you can't find that, just buy, I know these ones exist, a poly perimeter with a lace center. That's the way you would do it, so you don't have to worry about that front shit with the lace all the time. Chuck Connors, do not cut hairline. I just want to prove that he actually wrote that. What the fuck does that mean? And, okay. Andy XXP82, you have cut it too small. No, I haven't. And an injection is meant to look like that. Are you ever happy? All you do is moan. Addy Sykes responded, question mark, it looks unnatural though. It just looks unnatural though. He seems more happy when he wears Swiss lace hairpieces, but he doesn't want the high maintenance, which is understandable, but I think it's worth it. It's not worth it. Lace is a pain in the ass. Thank you for your comments. But look, don't defend the existence of things that should be obsolete and they've been superseded, and there are things now, like, why do you need a beard trimmer and hair clippers? They're the same fucking thing, aren't they? Oh yeah, I use the hair clippers for doing the hair, and then I use the beard trimmer for doing the beard, obvious. And then I use the body trimmer to fucking do the other things. Like, are you serious? What the fuck? It's like people who walk on the footpath. I understand if you want to keep the grass nice, but shit, if the path is doing this and you just want to go straight across, go straight across. Like fucking, what have got to obey the system? I don't understand. Well, I do understand it. It's compliance or something. It's something to do with you don't want to deviate from the walls of what you've been told society is supposed to provide you with. I mean, I understand how to limit myself in life, but out of despair, not because I'm unaware of my options. Look, I even get people commenting occasionally saying, yeah, no, that hair push doesn't look realistic. And the whole video was talking about why the hairpiece doesn't look realistic. So I'm always in shock. I don't read, I've got like 1,200 unread comments. Like, look. Yeah, well, This app is just 9+. But usually that, you know, that little red box, the little red circle over apps. So my YouTube, on my fucking desktop computer, it says 1285 unread or something. Here it just says 9+, because it's a fucking app and they don't give you proper functionality. Alright. How am I going to fix this hairpiece? No, that's it. I'm going to throw it out as soon as possible. And I'm going to replace it with my 1 year supply of remaining it seems like a closer match, doesn't it? These are the 0.06 or the 60 micron hair pieces from Lord Hair, the ones with the really shitty cornfield lines and no proper density, so they're all exposed. And yeah, I responded to a casting thing for just being an extra today. I might get a call and be an extra today, right? In a couple of hours, going to a barbecue soon, some TV show or something. But I'd rather wear this than that, because I know that you can't see the cornfield lines with this. At least got enough density to cover it, even though I have fucked up the hairpiece. And it doesn't blend nicely, and I know this isn't right. The one thing I will do is shave all this shit off. Because I don't remember, throughout my life, having to deal with neck hair as much as I feel like I have to now. How often are you supposed to fucking shave your neck? I think what the problem is that my hair is short, and so it stands out more. But being fat is the worst. Being fat makes everything stand out, doesn't it? Alright. Yeah, this piece of shit hairpiece needs to be removed and thrown in the bin. It's like a dead rat on my head. See, this is the problem. See how that sticks up? This made me so excited about having, like, just having it conform to the shape of my head as necessary, right? I thought it made sense to want to, like, hug the head more instead of always fluffing up, right? And doing things that I don't want it to do. The injection hairpiece should have been my savior, but it fucking let me down. This seems like it's like a how not to video. Have you ever thought about that? Fucking hell.